Everyone. All right. There's literally like a wind noise. I don't know if anybody else is picking up on the wind in the
That's my
background.
place. I'm in my sun porch and it's nothing but
I love it.
windows.
It's like,
So
whoa, everyone waiting. Love it. Okay, great.
I figured you would rather just hear the wind than my kids.
Yes. Oh, good. Well, hi, everyone. Welcome to the August 2026 West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem meeting. We are going to do some intro slides because we've had so many new people joining us and watching the recaps and reaching out to the ecosystem that we think it would be helpful just to give some context on the ecosystem and this meeting. So, what is the West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem? We are a statewide network for entrepreneurs, resource providers, and partners who support entrepreneurs no matter where they're starting from. So we span entrepreneurial support organizations, service providers, funders, educators, government partners, economic and community development. Anybody that touches an entrepreneur, we are welcome. They're welcome within the ecosystem. And we facilitate collaboration amongst those individuals and help support connection and networking for entrepreneurs and small business owners at any stage. So, beginning very early this year, we first formed the backbone nonprofit for the ecosystem. So, I am the first director of the West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem. And our incredible team that kind of coordinates our efforts are Emily Rouse, who is our new entrepreneur co chair. So, she's taking the helm of anything that is founder facing, leading our LinkedIn Lunch series, and working on a couple of exciting initiatives that are coming up. And then our current ESO or Entrepreneurial Support Org co-chair is Tara St. Clair, one of the initial founders. And we anticipate those roles being rotating as we move forward so we can keep fresh voices as part of the leadership team. And I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge Bill Woodrum as one of the additional co-founders with the Benedum Foundation. But that is who you're reaching out to when you reach out to connect at WVEE Ship Ecosystem. You are connecting with our full team, and we are really working to make sure the perspectives of the entrepreneur and the ESO are equally voiced within our leadership. So, how this call specifically works, it's the second Tuesday of every month from 2 to 3 p.m. If you're on here, this is a little repetitive, but if you've never been here, it can be intimidating, and we recognize that. So, there is no invitation needed to secure a spot. We just ask that you reach out to us in advance. We have grown so much that we aren't allowed, or we shouldn't open it up for general comments at the end. We want to be mindful of time and just security of these calls and the trust that we've built across the ecosystem. So our only request is if you would like a slot to please reach out to us in advance via the email. And it's a very fast paced strategically. These 2 minute spots and even the 5 minute partner spotlight are not meant to give you the full scope of the actual organization, but just to give you a tidbit of the resources and opportunities so that we can share as much information as possible. It's then your responsibility, if you do need more information, to go ahead and reach out and take advantage of those opportunities. So everyone will be putting their email, contact links in the chat. You feel free to reach out directly to them. And then within 24 hours, we send out a follow-up email that has all of the things we've talked about briefly outlined as bullets with direct contact information as well. So they're fast-paced on purpose so we can get as much information as possible in one short hour. So we also have just a couple of quick updates on the ecosystem side that we usually kick off with, and then we'll dive into our programming. So announcement, we have our save the date for Bridging Innovation Week. We have had minor change to the week in that we moved it up from our previous announcement. So these are set in stone. We will be April 12th through the 16th, 2027 in Charleston. Please save it on your calendar. More information will be coming soon around sponsorship, programming, all of the good things, our hotel block, all of that. But April 12th through the 16th, 2027, we will be in Charleston, and we are really excited to be back where we started it all. Additionally, we have made some updates to the website. We're really working on navigation. We would love for you all to check those out. Tell us what else you would like to see. And we're working on some really exciting things with Emily as the entrepreneur co-chair around featuring our founders. So keep an eye out for some storytelling requests that we'll be putting out. We would love to make sure that the faces of the founders are guiding and leading what we're doing. So please keep an eye out, and we'll be announcing that founder feature here in the next couple of weeks. And Em, do you want to talk a little bit about this month's LinkedIn Lunch series?
I do. So our next LinkedIn Lunch series will feature Mark Burdett, the Deputy Director and Network Building for the West Virginia Small Business Development Center, and you may hear SBDC as the acronym for that. The West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem LinkedIn Lunch series is at noon on the fourth Thursday of each month. Each one features a speaker who comes on and gives a 10 to 15-minute presentation about their organization and how they can help you as a business owner start and scale in West Virginia. And then we open it up to a 15-minute question and answer session for anybody who's participating. So I will drop the registration link in the chat there and bring your questions for Mark.
Perfect. All right. That's all I got, Tara.
All right, perfect. Well, let's get it kicked off with Dr. Ariane Olish to talk about READY, Resilient Energy Technology Infrastructure. Did I get it right, Ariane?
It's a mouthful, I know, and I heard we said no acronym, so I appreciate it. Thanks for that intro, Tara and Amber. Thank you all so much for giving me the spotlight today. If it's okay, I'm going to just go ahead and share my second screen here, which is, can you see that okay? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I will, once I'm done, I'm also going to drop the link. This is our website that I have up here, but I'll drop the link to this in the chat as well, mostly so that you all can, like Amber said, dig in, learn a little bit more, because I certainly won't be able to cover everything in these next 5 minutes. But there is also a way to get connected with us. So there is a form you can fill out on the website. It goes directly into sending an email that's monitored every day. So, as you listen and hear what I'm talking about and you like it and you're excited and you want to get engaged or just learn more, just please feel free to reach out to us and we will do our best to get back to you as quickly as possible. But for some background and context on what READY is, so as Tara said, it's the Resilient Energy Technology and Infrastructure Consortium. Just under a month ago, I guess, NSF announced, the National Science Foundation announced 12 new regional engines, which READY is one of those 12 engines. And we are incredibly excited about this. This was a very, very competitive process. It started with over 500 applications. So to be one of 12 is quite the accomplishment. And we are so thrilled that our state and our region is really being spotlighted to help lead the nation in this effort to build these regional innovation ecosystems. Our project is all focused around resilient energy and infrastructure. Hopefully you guessed that by the name of our consortium and our effort. But what we mean by that is the technical areas we are interested in are anything that touches grid infrastructure, and that's both hardware and software, and industrial energy efficiency. So we want to work with industrial partners to make the most of the energy they do have. I'm going to scroll through, again, not our entire website, but just hit a few highlights here. So this is a regional effort. So the region for us includes all of West Virginia, as well as 25 of the western counties in Western Pennsylvania. We have an incredible partner network that I'll talk about in a second, but I just want to hit on the 5 strategic pillars that READY is focusing on. I'm going to skim through a couple of these and then spend a little talking about the ones that are more would be more applicable to this group. So READY has 5 main pillars that it is working in. One of those is research and development. And what we mean by that is we are doing everything from an industrial driven perspective. So we are working with our incredible partner network that includes large corporations through small and medium manufacturers to understand what their technical needs and challenges are. And then we are working throughout our entire region to actually go source solutions to those problems. We then have funding that we can put directly into those solutions to help advance them and mature them to get them closer to commercially viable products. We also, so that's our R&D lane. I'm going to skip over here to translation to practice. This is our commercialization work. This is really focused on working with startup companies, figuring out what their needs are, what their challenges are, and then helping connect them directly to resources and provide funding to them to get them to their next successful stage in their growth pathway. We have a phenomenal network of subject matter experts we have built up over the last couple years that are helping us with this. And we have this vertical down here, which is capital and commercialization. We have over 100 investor and VC partners that have come to the table around this work that we'll be continuing to grow and build on. But they have really doubled down on wanting to see this region emerge as the nation's leader in putting out really stellar and successful energy and energy related tech companies. So that's really what we're focused on. We also have a lot of work focused around workforce development. This is everything from just-in-time training to working with our CTC and our CC partners in Pennsylvania. Sorry, those were both acronyms. Community Technical College and Community College partners in both Pennsylvania and West Virginia. Thanks, Dara. We are going to be doing everything again from micro-credentials just-in-time training to more advanced multi-year degree programs, again, with the idea that we want to meet industry's needs where they are and ensure that we're building those pipelines for a really strong and robust workforce across the region. I'll just very, very quickly touch on, we will also be doing a lot of community engagement and policy work through Ready, which we are very excited about. Don't have time to get into all of that today. But more than anything, again, I just want to say we are really excited about this. The award from National Science Foundation is $160 million. Our partners have also committed $161 million in direct funding to help support this work. So this was $321 million. Not that I'm competitive, but that was the largest out of any of the 12 engines that was awarded in this round. So we are very excited about that. But in closing, yes, I just want to say a huge thank you. We have so many partners that have been incredibly helpful and supportive of this work on this call today. So this is really a celebration for us all. And like I said, please reach out. We would love to figure out how we can work with you.
Thank you so much. And what an incredible award, and congratulations to the entire team and partnership. We're really excited to see what comes of it. So thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Trisha, I know you've got a priority here you got to get to. So tell us a little bit about the Business Value Builder Summit.
Yes, thank you. I will share my screen. And congratulations, Arian, and the whole WVU team. That is so huge for West Virginia. How exciting. Can you all see my screen okay? Okay, so like Amber said, we have the Business Value Builder Summit presented by Edward Jones coming up on Thursday, September 17th. This is going to be a half-day summit, so we'll start at 12 o'clock with lunch. We'll have a series of speakers and panelists, and then we'll end with a happy hour. So we'll be 12 to 5. It's going to be at the Dutch Miller Deck, which is in the football stadium at Marshall University here in Huntington, West Virginia. You can see our keynote speaker there, Scott Snyder. He is the president of the Exit Planning Institute, and he's going to be talking about their 4-step value acceleration methodology. Some of our other speakers include Rob Slagle, who is the owner and CEO of Owner's Copilot. So he has successfully exited several businesses in different fashions. So he's done a couple different ways. And he is really on a mission to share what he's learned, mistakes he's learned along the way, and kind of pass this knowledge along to people. So everybody who registers for the event will get a free copy of Rob's new book, The Owner's Copilot, and then also Scott Snyder's book called Walking to Destiny that walks through their value acceleration methodology. We'll also have Marshall's president, Brad Smith, will be doing a fireside chat on treating a profession for a purpose and some steps to figure out, so what does your next chapter look like after you exit or transition away from your business? So even though there are, exit planning is the big theme of the event, this is not just for business owners who are ready to exit. So a lot of people think about it when it's time, but really you should be thinking about your transition 5 to 10 years before you need to do it, if not from the day that you start your business. So again, value acceleration and building is the ultimate theme of the day. So even if you are a business owner or are connected with a business owner who is not necessarily ready to exit, but still wants to grow and scale and build value in your business, we'd love to have you. So I will drop our registration link in the chat, and you can also scan the QR code or go to the iCenter's website.
Perfect. Thanks, Trisha. We're looking forward to that one. Okay, so next up, we're going to be asking Casey Patterson to tell us a little bit more about the Entrepreneurship and Innovation Certification.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Casey Patterson. I'm the Director of Future Readiness with the Adventure Group, and I'm trying to get all my acronyms straight here. But as part of our Careers project, which is a federal grant, Careers is also an acronym, stands for Career Awareness, Readiness, Education, and Experiences for Rural Students. We support the entrepreneurship and innovation pathway in the career technical education space in the K through 12 system in West Virginia. So we have a really good relationship with the State Department of Ed to support that pathway. As part of that work and as part of our careers project, we are partnering with NOCTI, which is another acronym that stands for National Occupational and Competency Testing Institute. So they are sort of the go-to folks in the CTE world for assessments for testing. When a student completes a pathway, they have to complete a technical assessment in order to earn a credential. NOCTI is the organization that often organizes and sustains that test and that credential. So we're partnering with NOCTI to offer a new entrepreneurship and innovation credential for students in that entrepreneurship and innovation pathway in the K through 12 system. It's very exciting work. We're finally happy to get it going off the ground. But as part of that, we're doing sort of it's another acronym. It's a CVS, which is a content validation study. So basically, we're recruiting some subject matter experts to confirm the standards that are within that curriculum and gather input from folks in industry, folks in the field to confirm that we're actually including the things that an entry-level entrepreneur would need to know in order to earn that credential. So I will drop a link in the chat. Hopefully I have it here. This is a link to a survey if you are willing to participate to give some feedback on the standards that are included in the WVDE's West Virginia Department of Education's entrepreneurship and innovation credential. It's a relatively short survey. I believe they say it's about 25 to 30 minutes. So it's a little lengthy actually, I guess. But it's relatively easy to access. It's a link online. It does not cost anything, obviously. Unfortunately, I can't pay you at this point. But if anyone wants to give back to this community, we would be very grateful for any time you can devote to that.
Casey,
Look at that time. All
I am
right.
so even with those are very complex acronyms. So let's just give Casey a round of applause. You have been designated the acronym winner in the chat already. Okay,
Perfect. I'll take it.
perfect. Well, I'd like to welcome Shelby to the stage to talk a little bit about Keystone Space Collaborative.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amber. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Awesome. So we are Keystone Space Collaborative, an association focused on bolstering the space industry in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. We call it the Tri-State region. We were founded back in 2021 after an initial study showed that there were over 700 primes in terms of participants doing direct business with either NASA or the defense sector that had a space component. So what we try to do is support organizations, whether you are a school, whether you're a startup, a nonprofit, or in industry, as long as you have something to do with space. We have 4 pillars of programs, and those are advocacy, industry, research and development, and workforce development that we'd love to talk with you about supporting you with. Some things I definitely wanted to share, and I'll put the links in the chat. We have our biggest event of the year coming up October 27th, our annual conference. It is where our headquarters is at, which is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We do have the top NASA administrator, Jared Isaacman, coming, so it's a huge win for our region to kind of showcase what all we have going on here. A lot of people do not think of Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio for space, but we've actually always had a massive impact on the industry ever since the Apollo mission. So excited for that. And we do have monthly working groups that always have a virtual option. Sometimes we feature member organizations. Sometimes it's a panel discussion on, different relevant topics for the industry. So would love to invite anyone. They're free and open to the public. So again, I'll put the links in the chat, but excited to connect with everybody here. And thanks for having me on.
Perfect. Thanks, Shelby. We love that you're supporting space in our area, so we appreciate you staying engaged with the West Virginia entrepreneurship ecosystem. All right, next up, Tyler, tell us what is up for the Fall West Virginia Makes Festival.
Hello. Okay, there's my video. It's up now. Can everybody hear me all right? Looks good. I'm getting reactions. So thank you for letting me come on and talk a little bit about the West Virginia Makes Festival. I'm going to try and get that window open real quick. Oh, this is my first time using a Mac in a while. I'm just going to talk about it instead and provide everybody with the link to it. The West Virginia Makes Festival is in our 13th year now. So this is with the Marshall Advanced Manufacturing Center. It's going to be down on Marshall's campus on October the 2nd this year, Manufacturing Day. It is a big celebration of making things in West Virginia. That's everything from socks to solid rocket boosters. So if you do anything cool and creative within the state or the region over here, you are more than welcome to attend, and we would love to have you. If you run work with school groups, especially, we would love to see them attend the Makes Festival. We usually have about 1,000 attendees every year. And we are excited to welcome even more this time around. Yeah, thank you, Bill. West Virginia makes always a fun time. We're going to have a whole bunch of industry partners there as well. We would love to have everybody in the ecosystem show up with a table to talk to, especially our K-12 population, about opportunities in entrepreneurship, as well as to tell more about what they do. We also have a couple of competitions that go on during that. So there is a K-12 design competition and an adult category competition that you can enter. Those both have prize money associated with them. But to set up to be a vendor is completely free. So, or to set up, be a vendor or an exhibitor is completely free. So we would love to welcome everybody to the West Virginia Makes Festival. And I'm going to drop a link in the chat. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via email.
Awesome. Thank you so much. The most sought after prize for our company Christmas exchange was purchased at West Virginia Makes one year. So highly recommend if you need a Christmas swag item for your company activities. Okay. All right. Next up, we have our Grant Expectations Conference. Patricia, tell us what it's about.
Hi, everybody. My name is Patricia Porter, and I am president of Patricia McDade Incorporated, which also is a DBA for Paragon Business Education Services and Compass Grant Solutions. Compass Grant Management Solutions. Sorry, guys. Anyway, this is our second annual Grant Expectations Conference. It's going to be held October 13th through the 15th at the Courtyard Marriott in Morgantown, West Virginia, same location as last year. And this year it is designed for anybody who works with grants or is interested in grants that are federal, state, local. We'll be focusing on helping organizations become grant ready, compliance ready, and audit ready. And we'll also be preparing everyone for the upcoming changes to uniform guidance. They are going to be significant, and even if they don't make it in by October 1st, they are going to make it through. So we're just going to help you kind of get prepared for that. We are honored this year that our keynote speaker is going to be Secretary of State Chris Warner. We are glad to have him come and speak to all of the organizations and businesses that will be there. And today I have two asks. So my first ask is that I am asking for conference sponsors or vendors. This is an excellent opportunity to connect with businesses, grant professionals, nonprofits, local governments, higher education organizations from across the region. And we are actively seeking products, services, and partnerships. As an added benefit, sponsors will receive a custom promotional code to share with their clients or members and partners, depending upon the sponsorship level. The code will provide up to a $100 discount off of conference registrations. I'll put the rest in the
chat.
Chat. I'm sorry.
You're good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, you're good. Thank you so much, Patricia. We appreciate you sharing that. All right, before I get into an acronym, it's American Electric Power, AEP, Small Business Energy Savings Program. Jason, tell us all about it.
Hi, thank you, Tara. My name is Jason Johansson. I am an energy efficiency program coordinator for Appalachian Power as a operating company for AEP. And I'm here to talk about our energy efficiency commercial customer program in West Virginia. That is the Small Business Direct Install, or SBDI program. And this program educates businesses on energy efficiency upgrade options. We pay cash incentives for specific upgrades. Believe it or not, we will pay our customers to reduce their energy usage. That's hard to believe. Any Appalachian Power customer in West Virginia with a non-residential account is eligible to participate. Customer just needs to contact us through the website or by email. I'll put both in the chat, of course, and we'll contact the customer, schedule a quick energy checkup at their facility where we identify energy savings opportunities and quick upgrades. After the customer or the contractor installs the upgrades, they receive the rebates. So not only do customers get cash incentives for the upgrade, but they receive energy savings on their bill month after month and year after year. And these measures include lighting controls, kitchen upgrades, refrigeration, mini splits even, smart thermostats, things like that. So if you are interested in saving energy, reducing energy costs at your business, and you're an Appalachian Power customer, please contact us and let's connect. Or if you would like to partner with, if we could partner with your organization that reaches commercial customers, please contact me as well. We'd love to talk energy savings with anyone.
Great. Thank you. Take advantage of those rebates, guys, and share it with your entrepreneurs. Thank you very much, Jason.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. All right. Michelle, tell us a little bit about the Guy Peduto Award nominations as a previous Guy Peduto Award winner.
Thank you, Amber. We are now looking for people who are wanting to nominate somebody for the Guy Peduto Award. And that award will be awarded at the Virginia Innovation Week in April. And so mark your calendars, April 12th through the 16th. So I'll do a little second plug there. The Guy Peduto Award recognizes a professional who has made a significant contribution to the development of entrepreneurs and businesses in West Virginia. And we have a selection committee, and they are chosen from the broader community of practitioners. And these are people who support entrepreneurs across the state. And we want to make sure that the nominees have, an impact of their work with not only individual entrepreneurs, but also within the ecosystem and the West Virginia economy. And so we are looking for those nominations, and our deadline will be the end of the year, December 31st. And Amber has dropped a form in the chat. And if you have any questions or want to learn more about the Guy Peduto Award, or want to just talk to us about a prospective nominee, feel free to reach out to me.
Thank you, Michelle. It's a great way to honor Guy's legacy and celebrate those that are working in this field, because it is very important work. So thank you for sharing that, and make sure to nominate for the Guy Peduto Award. All right, next up, Dreama. Can you tell us a little bit about Coalfield Solutionist cohort applications, which are now open?
Yes, I'm really excited about it, actually. So this is the second year for Coalfield Development's Solutionist program. We are recruiting a cohort of 10 entrepreneurs in Southern West Virginia. And each of those people who are selected will have a year-long mentorship with us here at Coalfield. And that includes a $5,000 mini grant, as well as travel and support funds to help participate in the program and also further their solution. Solutions are ways that people who live in communities are finding ways to address the challenges those communities face. So that can be anything, because it depends on the community where you live and the brilliant ideas that you have. So we are really excited to hear what people have to say, what people are doing. You can be anywhere in the process. You can be, I have an idea to fix this problem. You can already have a business working. So wherever you are in that process, we welcome your applications. And we're also really happy to talk about partnerships and sponsorships to help further that. Folks in our current cohort, which was our inaugural cohort, have leveraged over $350,000 from the $5,000 that we've provided. So for each of them. So that's really exciting.
Awesome. Thank you. And I know several of them are really engaged with the ecosystem. So thank you, Dreama.
Yes.
We really appreciate it.
Yes. And I will drop those links in the chat.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. We've been seeing a lot of chatter online and across the ecosystem about the veteran-owned business program. So Secretary Warner, we're welcome to the call to highlight that opportunity.
Thank you. And I work with Mike Queen every day, but I'm not Mike Queen as it indicates at the bottom of my screen. Amber and Tara, thank you. I'm proud to report to the ecosystem this month that entrepreneurship in West Virginia is alive and well, and small business continues to see record growth. A little later in the call, Leslie Taylor will be giving our new business report for July. And as you all know, Leslie is the coordinator of the West Virginia Office of Entrepreneurship. We introduced her last month, and beginning this month, she'll be representing me and giving the new business report to the ecosystem. However, there are two things that I want to mention. First, I'm proud to report that in July, we've officially kicked off the West Virginia Certified Better Known Business Program. We're the 15th state in the nation to offer such a certified program. And as of today, we've had 65 businesses from 27 counties to be certified by the West Virginia One-Stop Business Center as better known. Businesses who qualify for the program will be listed in a special directory of better known businesses that appears on the official website for the West Virginia Secretary of State's office. Second, I'm excited to have read this last week that West Virginia is tied with Pennsylvania for second place in the nation. Again, that's in the nation, in a recent business longevity study based on U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics data. So from 2018 to 2023, 55.9% of all new businesses established in both states, both Pennsylvania and West Virginia, remained viable and operating for at least 5 years. So that puts us at just 0.3% behind the first in the nation state of Minnesota. I think this points to economic stability. Our 5-year survival metrics point to deep economic resilience and local market stability rather than just startup volume. So ecosystem, keep doing what you're doing. I think we're doing great. Thank you very much for having me today.
Thank you very much, Secretary Warner. We really appreciate you being a champion not only of entrepreneurship, but veteran-owned businesses in the state of West Virginia. So thank you for your continued support.
Thanks, Sarah.
All right, now we're going to turn it over to Chad Corey. Chad is the new WVU Launch Lab coordinator, and he is going to announce the new pre-accelerator program.
Well, thank you very much, Tara. Good afternoon, everyone. Here I am talking to you from the Launch Lab itself. As Tara said, I am the new coordinator of the Launch Lab, which is part of the greater entrepreneurship ecosystem at West Virginia University. Launch Lab is essentially the first stop for students who have an idea or any idea at all, whether it's ready to go to market or if it's just a concept. But we want anyone and everyone to come into the Launch Lab, even if you have wanted to start a business but have no idea what or how or why to do it. This is the best place to be. Once you're involved in the Launch Lab, you become a client and you will have the opportunity to collaborate and network with other like-minded individuals who look at entrepreneurship as a way to solve problems. As Tara said, the Launch Lab will be starting its pre-accelerator program in a few weeks. The pre-accelerator is an 8-week intensive course where students can learn how to find real customers, test their ideas, and build something worth pursuing. At the end of the program, each student or team of students will present their findings at a demo day, which is more of a debriefing rather than a pitch competition. The prize for the students who meet all expectations will be to receive a warm referral to Vantage Ventures, which is WVU's higher accelerator for high potential ventures, as well as the ability to be awarded a piece of a money pool to be distributed to the participants as seen fit by those in charge. The pre-accelerator is completely and totally free, and we encourage all students to get engaged and to enter. If you have a good idea, or if you think you have a good idea, or even if you think you have a mediocre idea, it does not hurt to reach out to me. With ideas, it's my goal as the Launch Lab coordinator to make this as accessible and well known to as many students as possible. Many people may not realize that they have a great idea, and they may not realize that they're capable of owning their own business or developing a great product. There are a lot of resources for entrepreneurial students at West Virginia University that would be a shame to have gone overlooked. The most obvious of these resources is used by Launch Lab clients is the Lane Innovation Hub, which has proved itself invaluable to our existing clients. So if a student has an idea, it doesn't have to be fancy. It could be anything. We encourage everyone to stop down.
Thanks, Chad. Appreciate it and really looking forward to seeing that pre-accelerator continue to build the pipeline from WVU. So welcome to the ecosystem.
Thank you.
All right, guys. I know we started this last week, so our last month. We really are looking at how we can collect data across the ecosystem and use these monthly meetings as an opportunity to do so. So here's your August 2026 pulse check. I'm going to leave it up for a second until the end of the call, so feel free to take your time. We're trying to keep them really light questions, and we are directly using this feedback to contribute to how we are adapting across the ecosystem, which is why we did an intro to this month's call, due to hearing how many new people are welcoming to the ecosystem. So go ahead, if you take a few minutes, we would appreciate your insight, and we're going to continue to kind of update and keep this fresh every month so that we get a pulse for how the ecosystem is feeling.
Perfect. Thanks, Amber. Thanks for the pulse check. We'll be checking in each month, like she said. But while you're finishing up your pulse check, we're going to send it over to Bill to talk about what's going on with G Beta.
Thanks, Tara. Confirm everybody can hear me? Yep. All right, great. So glad to be here. Right now, I'm at Marshall. I'm at the I Center right now. We're celebrating the Idea District here in Huntington today. So glad to be here. But for those that don't know, I'm Bill Kuhn. I'm the program manager with Generator for G Beta. That's not an acronym. It's just the name of the program. At Marshall's Eye Center, powered by Quality Insights. And so applications are now open for our fall 2026 cohort. This is our third cohort. For those that don't know, G Beta is a 7-week free to the founder accelerator program for early stage companies with roots in West Virginia. Now, we provide coaching, mentorship, preparation for investment. You'll roughly have about 10 lunch and learns. You'll meet 30 mentors, and you get an opportunity to pitch to about 25 investors along the way. We do in-person kickoffs and showcases here. So applications are going to be closing on September 6th with an in-person program kickoff plan for October 1st and 2nd here in Huntington, here at the Eye Center. We have an information session coming up this week, August 13th, from 12 to 12:45 p.m. And then we also have a second info session that we're planning for August 24th from 6 to 6:45 p.m. And also, if you know a founder out there, I know that we have some founders on here, but if you also know some other folks out there, please encourage them to apply, to reach out to me. If you are a former founder and you would like to, are interested in being a mentor, please reach out as well. And so I'm going to drop some links here in the chat, but I encourage you all to reach out to me anytime. I just saw that Business Link dropped a guest blog that I just did, so I'm going to include it as well. Lots of links, plenty of opportunity. Please reach out. Looking forward to it. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Bill. What a good program, and get your applications in before that September deadline. All right. Elaine, tell us a little bit about the Great Entrepreneur Seminar that's coming up.
Hi, yes, my name's Elaine Cruz. I'm a pharmacist and a mindfulness coach, and I am the founder of Unearthing Your Greatness, which is a mindfulness coaching and group facilitation company. And I'm hosting the first Great Entrepreneur Seminar in Barbersville this Thursday. And I'm going to share my screen here so you can see it. So this is an opportunity for entrepreneurs to get together and learn from other entrepreneurs. I got the idea from the West Virginia Great Teacher Seminar. I used to teach at Marshall at the School of Pharmacy and have loved going to that seminar, and I'm now a facilitator. And it's a process by which things are kept positive and productive, and each person brings the challenges in their business as well as strategies and resources that help them so that they can share that with the group. It's going to be a small group, and I'm sure I'll be doing it again. So I put the link to my Facebook business page so that you could find out when the next one is if you can't make it on Thursday. And I am offering a discount to members of this group.
Perfect. Thanks, Elaine. We appreciate you coming on today and looking forward to hearing how that event goes.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, next up, Leslie, we're going to turn it over to you for the Secretary of State's Corner. It looks like you've got a couple of announcements.
I do. Thank you guys for having me. I'm going to start with the new business report. So you heard it here first. We had 1,796 new business registrations in the month of July. Our county leaders were Kanawha County with 147 registrations, Raleigh with 98, Berkeley with 95, Monongalia with 79, and Jefferson with 69. We had 94 new businesses take advantage of the Boots to Business fee waiver, and 96 new business owners under the age of 30 taking advantage of the Young Entrepreneur waiver. New business growth in the state was led by Work County with a 2.76% growth, followed by Clay County with 2.27, Lewis County with 2.09, Summers County with 1.73, and Raleigh County with 1.61. So you can look for that new business report later. You can see it on all of our social medias. The next two announcements I have are from the Office of Entrepreneurship directly. My first one that I want to bring your attention to is the West Virginia Office of Entrepreneurship website is live. So you can visit me at sos.wv.gov. If you hover over business, go down to general information. I am the last selection on that menu. And on my webpage, you can find information about me, what this office does, what our mission is, but also that there is a new portal out there for business owners to report any red tape, if you will. This office has been charged with cutting red tape, making business as seamless as possible. So this portal allows you an easy way to connect with me, say, hey, raise a red flag, something's going on. And I can follow up and get everybody's information in a super easy way. You don't have to pick up the phone to call me. But of course, I would love to hear from you. The last thing I want to say is thank you. Over the past 30 days, I have met with what feels like a ton of folks. Anybody who sat down to have a conversation with me, I cannot thank you enough for your time, your generosity in sharing all the things you do, and the work within the ecosystem. So this takes more than just resource providers. It is the new businesses, the state leaders, everybody here has a part in this. I want to welcome your collaboration in the creation of a logo for the West Virginia Office of Entrepreneurship. So this is anything from type descriptions, design concept, individual elements, or even fully developed logo designs. I'm not putting a size, shape, or format requirement on it. I just want it to reflect the spirit of entrepreneurship in West Virginia and the people who are helping to build the future. So this is an opportunity for you to share what you think that this office might brand itself as. Any ideas that you have, please feel free to submit them to me. I will drop my email in the chat as well as my website link, but ideas are due on August 31st, so kind of a tight turnaround, but that's the speed at which this office is going right now. So thank you guys for your time.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Everyone get your ideas in. Let's let the ecosystem create what that could look like. I think it'll be a really fun activity for us. So perfect. Thanks, Leslie. All right. Mark, what's going on over at Business Link and SBDC, which is the Small Business Development Center?
That is correct, Amber. Very good. You saved me from having to put some coinage in the jar. Welcome. My name is Mark Burdett, Deputy Director of the West Virginia Small Business Development Center, Network Builder for West Virginia Business Link. Awesome report, Leslie. So glad to have her on the team. Excited to work with the Office of Entrepreneurship. It's going great. And for my report this month, actually information to share, I was trying to think, and Leslie and Amber kind of helped me out, and wanted to talk to you guys. Kind of one of the best kept secrets of the SBDC that we have access to all this cool market research information. So I really wanted to kind of highlight it this month, that we have access to two different tools called IBIS World and Vertical IQ. So I kind of create a quick little chart for you, kind of take a snapshot of what the difference is. But if you look at the bottom, to sum it up, IBIS World is really your business plan and strategy tool. And we use Vertical IQ as that relationship and reality check tool. So think of IBIS World, that micro level view, and then Vertical IQ really digs down into the weeds and really gets down to the local level. So this is, if you are an entrepreneur out there or a resource partner that wants to partner with one of our coaches to get access to this information that we can share that could be helpful in your business, we would love for you guys to reach out to us. And then last but not least, I do want to remind everybody, the Verizon $10,000 grant opportunity is still going on. It's actually going on between now and the end of the year. The way you get started is be sure to register for the training, take a couple of training courses, and then that will unlock your ability to apply for that $10,000 grant. And they announce the winners every month. So I think 10 winners get 10 grand a month between now and the end of the year. So you do have an opportunity. So be sure to take advantage of the free online training. And then the good news is you don't have to re-enter. So once you qualify, if you don't win in August, you'll automatically be thrown into the pot to have a chance to win in the remaining months. So that's all I have. I'll turn it back. I'll give you guys a minute back of your life.
Thanks, Mark.
Yep.
I'd love to see who some of the past winners were from the Verizon Small Business Ready grants. Maybe next month.
Yes, we are working on that. We are working with Verizon to see if they'd be willing to share that information. I think it's a great PR opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, we'd love to have them on the call if we can get them. So thank you for the updates.
You're welcome.
All right, next, Michelle O'Connor. What is going on with the West Virginia Investor Collaborative?
Lots of things are happening. We continue to meet every month, and we're seeing a lot of exciting opportunities that are coming through Fund Ops. But one thing that we did work on is we launched 3 Steps to Startup website, and I will go ahead and share that link here after I'm done. But just to remind everybody, 3 Steps to Startup was a program that was run several years ago, and we ran through our funding. But we have a lot of great content that was already on the website, and we've decided to keep it up and going. So step 1 is learning. We have lots of master classes still on there, blogs, and we're going to continue to update that information to provide a lot of resources that people can work through on their own. Step 2 is connecting, again, to events like this every month, the West Virginia Entrepreneurial Ecosystem, as well as other partners. We do have a partner page under Meet the Community. And if you would like to be on that page and don't see yourself on that page or need to update the information on that page, again, we are relaunching. So we tried to make sure everything was as current as we possibly could, but we found that we need some help from you all. So let me know. There is a way to reach out to either myself or through the website. And the third step is to apply, and that is through Fund Ops. And through one application, you then have the ability to have your application be seen by all of those partners in the Investor Collaborative. Those are alternative lenders, investors, and resource providers. So it's one application to get that conversation started. We're also sending out a newsletter, and we'll be sending out updated content. And so I appreciate anybody that signs up for the newsletter, and let us know what kind of information and resources and training you would like to see on the site. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we're going to switch gears now. We're headed to Entrepreneur Spotlight. So wear your pitch perceiver caps. I don't know what we would call that. We're going to switch and make sure you're answering any asks that come up. Okay, James, you're up first with Marrowbone Glass.
Sure. Hi, thanks everybody for having me in this meeting. I'm James Arnett. I'm here in West Huntington at Marrowbone Glassworks. We are just shy of a year old, and we are founded here at 1525R Washington Avenue in the shadow of the old Rainbow Glass factory. If you may or may not know, West Virginia over the last 150 years has been home to 440 glass factories. We are now down to 3. And that is a trend that we would like to see reversed. West Virginia and the Appalachian region, the Ohio River Valley, have long been a historical home for the glass industry in the United States and worldwide. So Marrowbone Glassworks works to provide a couple of different things. We have retail products that we design in-house and produce in-house, direct to customer. We also have wholesale opportunities for retail partners. We do custom work for business clients. If you guys are familiar with Corbett Brewing Company in Barboursville, West Virginia, we designed a line of mugs for them to use in their bar. And we also provide hands-on experiences, small business group development projects here at the studio, and a lot of opportunities to get your hands on glass or get your eyeballs on glass. So we're really proud of having started from scratch and built ourselves up from the very bottom. I see Ladrima is sharing a picture of the ramp base in the chat. We're deeply inspired by West Virginia, by Appalachia. and by our experience blowing glass here in West Virginia in some very unique contexts and unique ways. We're just sort of entering into the ecosystem, so we're very much newbies here. And we are sort of gobsmacked at how many opportunities there are in this state, and we appreciate all the hard work that you guys are doing to bring those opportunities to us. I'm just going to drop our website and our socials and my contact information in the chat, and I don't really have any asks at this time. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, James. You're getting a lot of love in the chat, so make sure you check that out. All right, next up, I'm going to send it over to Laura to tell us about Gracefully Gluten-Free.
Oh, Laura, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hi, everybody. My name is Laura Cheney, and I am the owner of Gracefully Gluten-Free in Moundsville, West Virginia. I started my business as myself and both my kids have celiac disease. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disease where the body attacks itself when gluten is consumed. I quickly realized how difficult it was to find safe gluten-free food around the Ohio Valley, where it's made in the environment where you can feel trust and no cross-contamination. So that's why it pushed me to create Gracefully Gluten-Free. Since my business started, I have grown from baking out of my house to local farmers market, vendor events. I'm in a local store throughout the Ohio Valley, which is called Appalachian Homestead. My biggest win is simply has been seeing like the biggest response in my community. I've met so many people with celiac disease, gluten intolerance, families trying to find a safe option for their loved ones. I actually have people that is doing orders for school to pack lunches and stuff. So I'm reaching to my point where my cottage bakery is outgrowing itself, realistically from doing it from home. My long-term goal is to open up a 100% gluten-free bakery bistro in the Ohio Valley, where people can walk in, order breads, baked goods, sandwiches, feeling safe where there's no cross-contamination. So my biggest hurdle is right now trying to find the best path where my home-based cottage bakery can turn into brick and mortar. So I am just here I would love to contact with people, experience, funding, grants, or even just anybody who has transitioned from a business cottage bakery into a production of a store. So I'm just asking for guidance, connections, and help to do my next step of making my bakery a reality. I'm located in Moundsville, West Virginia.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura. You are going to get, I think, a lot of help and a lot of arms wrapped around you here. So appreciate it. And I know we've gotten you in touch with some folks too already. So it's a big step taking it from cottage bakery to brick and mortar. So I know this ecosystem can kind of wrap its arms around you. So thank you for coming here and sharing that ask.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to welcome back an entrepreneur that's been on the ecosystem calls before because he's got some exciting updates. So Chima, tell us what's going on with Mimaror Tech.
Hey guys, can everybody see me?
Yes.
All right. Hey everybody. It was exciting getting to hear from everybody here. This is a lot of exciting stuff going on in West Virginia. We're excited to be a part of this ecosystem and bringing innovation forward in West Virginia. So to give everybody a quick update, my name's Chima Emo, and I am the founder of My Mirror Technologies. It is a Charleston-based health technology company. And we are basically developing something called a Modus Pod. This is an example of it. The pod is just the actual thing you're seeing, the pod. The footwear is just one of our several carriers. So Modus and Reflection are now beyond a concept, right? They are now functioning, working MVPs. So we have moved beyond the concept phase to functioning MVPs, and we've demoed them successfully. A lot of our, I guess, exciting feedback has come from the physical therapy space and from like hospitals and things like that. We successfully demoed it to University of Charleston, and to our surprise, they asked us to put together a financial proposal so they can purchase our prototype units. So And of course, there's more traction happening. We're actually excited. This is really early, but there's a commercialization pathway. Right now we are negotiating. I personally just wanted to, I mean, I didn't want to rush into it just because it's like a big name, but we're negotiating a contract with Shopline to become like a kind of like a partner, but not in the scope of selling things, of like actually ingesting our app and things into what they're doing with their ecosystem. So that's really exciting for us to get this more mainstream and into the market. But now the the main constraint with us now, and the reason why we have opened up our first pre-seed raise, is we really want to get this to pilot phase. And we say we're at the MVP stage. We can demo this successfully, but we are not able to pilot it the way that these institutions want us to pilot it, because unfortunately, this is built on a dev board that I buy from Amazon and have learned to code myself. So currently these things last about 1 to 2 hours in battery. As you can see right there, shows the battery, it replenishes pretty quickly. So I can swipe in the next like 10-15 minutes and it's already red, and it shows you based on the coloring where the battery is and things like that. So our next phase to get this on the road, and before even the $100,000 pre-seed, because that is also in the phases, is that $10,000. So whether it be grant opportunities or anything else, we are looking to transition this from this development board to a custom form factor made board, so we can deploy this to the institutions that are giving us the feedback for the devices.
Thank you so much, Chima. We appreciate you. We want to be respectful that we still have another person that needs to pitch. So thank you so much. If you want to drop any of that information into the chat, we'll make sure that we get that passed around. Thank
Yes,
you very
absolutely.
much. All
Thank
right.
you.
And finally, we're going to turn it over to Katrina and Lauren with BDY. I'm not sure what the acronym stands for. Wild and Wonderful Well event.
Hi guys, thank you so much for the time. My name is Lauren Vega and I am the Community Outreach and Marketing Director for BDY Studios. The name is originally Brown Dog Yoga. That's how we were founded. We turned it into BDY because it kind of looks like body, and everybody thought we were just yoga. Now we are multimodality, cycling, strength, bar, Pilates, you name it, we have it. What I'm coming on here today to talk about is our annual fundraising event called Wild, Wonderful, and Well. The Wild, Wonderful, Well fundraiser is an annual class held at Heritage Station in Huntington, West Virginia. We do a yoga class, very gentle, followed by a vendor market. So local businesses can come and bring any of their products or have any offers that they'd like, just to get their name out into the community. And of course, we try to focus these around wellness, but wellness for us is a very broad brush. It could be physical wellness, it could be, foods or supplements, but it could also be something like financial wellness. We've had some investment companies come and some banks come because they want to educate people on how to keep their wallets well. So if you or anyone you know would want to participate as a vendor, please reach out to me. I will provide the link for the sign up. If you'd like to participate as a student, it's $30 to come, and all of those proceeds go to the Wild and Well organization. And that organization is a nonprofit that focuses on providing programs and trainings for the people of West Virginia to learn how to lead. In this way, we teach them how to teach fitness classes, but we also have other leaders come in and show them how to manage a business, how to work with a bank to get a loan, how to become leaders in their community, not only through wellness, but through their economy and the support that they offer each other. So I will send that link in the chat. And if you have any questions, please let me know. With my last 20 seconds, I will say you could also be a sponsor if you can't come, but you'd like your name in lights. We also have sponsorship levels, and I'm more than happy to share that deck as well.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Lauren. Wow, we are right at our hour. So thank you to everyone that was willing to speak today. I'm going to drop the email in. Again, this is not an invitation only. You are free to secure a spot. Just please let us know in advance. And we appreciate everyone. And we will see you back after Labor Day for our September meeting. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.